I'm going to call Frances Hello Gwynn, Miss Gwynn. She wrote back to me on behalf of Matt Comyn, Commonwealth Bank CEO. I think she's mistaking in what she's saying. I'll just get some clarification. I'll put it in writing, but I'll give her a call first and a number that Miss Gwynn's provided. It's 8388688. See if Miss Gwynn picks up the phone. They normally don't.
Francis M. Ello is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hello, Francis. When will you be available? I'll call back. Thank you. We'll give Miss Gwynn another try. These sort of people, they don't want to pick up the phone.
Francis M. Ello is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Miss Gwynn, when will you be available? Will you ever pick up this phone? Or is it just for show? Give Miss Gwynn another call. They don't pick up. It's the tactics, dirty tactics. It's like the banks learn nothing from the Banking Royal Commission.
Good afternoon, Group Customer Relations, Commonwealth Bank. Francis speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, is this Miss Gwynn, is it?
Yes, speaking.
Yes, Miss Gwynn, I've received an email. I've requested a passbook, my passbook to be reactivated, the Wentworthville branch, and I've just received your email and found it to be unsatisfactory response. All I've requested, a simple request, is to the email.
Sorry, can I just grab your name?
Well, you know my name, you'd remember me, George.
George, give me a second. Sorry, I speak to so many people per day, so I'm just...
Well, yes, I could imagine, but...
George, and what was your name, George? And what I'll do, I'll bring up your details.
Oh, you must have a poor memory then, Gwynn.
No, it's not that. I emailed you.
Well, look, I'm glad you picked up the phone. I've rang a few times and you wouldn't pick up, and you know. But I've got you. But look, I've just received a letter from Matt Comyn's. It's got your name on the bottom there. Today, 4th of March, 11:24.
That's okay. Yes. What do you need?
Well, I find the responses unsatisfactory. I've requested to reactivate my passport. The teller before told me, oh, you don't need that. I do need that because I've been having difficulties with the bank trying to extract my money deposited in there, and all I've requested is for this passport to be reactivated.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a simple request, and you know, look, Mr. Comyn's there. You know, he doesn't seem. If he hasn't learned from this Royal Commission into the banks.
Sorry, George, just before you proceed, I do have to interrupt you just to let you know the call today is not being monitored just due to current working conditions, okay? Sorry, I just had to interrupt you. I didn't want to, but I wanted to inform you of that, okay?
So inform me, can you say again? I didn't quite catch you there.
I was just saying the call today is actually not being monitored just due to current working conditions. So apologies, I had to interrupt you, but I had to let you know just before we proceed, you know, that the call is not being monitored.
Is not being monitored?
No, it's not being monitored.
Well,
Working conditions.
what do you mean by that? Can you clarify that?
So normally, if we're in the office, the calls are monitored, but because I'm actually working from home, the call is not being monitored.
Why are you working from home?
Well, because we can. It's the option we have and due to COVID, and that's really not anyone's concern. It's the bank. It's what.
Yeah, okay, well, that's beside the point. So you actually employed by the bank, or you were...
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to let you know the call today is actually not being monitored, so you don't need to know why or how, but it's uncomfortable, then we don't have...
If it's not being monitored, that's neither here or there as far as I'm concerned. I'm just ringing up to clarify this letter. Mr. You're right. I wrote to Mr. Comyn. I was expecting a reply back from him. Mr. Comyn, the Royal Commission into bank misconduct. Mr. Comyn, I've seen him in the witness box there, and he seems to have ignored what happened in the Royal Commission there. About treating the customers, you know, he's insular, this Mr. Comyn. I mean, we're not a piece of rubbish. Like, you know, all I've wanted is the passport to be reactivated. It's not a big deal, and I'll quote. What's you've got the title there with the bank there.
See, the issue is it's not a matter of we don't want to. Look, if I had the delegation, I would love to open
Look, it's just a strike of a pen.
Yeah, but the system just doesn't allow it. Look,
Oh, come on. Who controls the system? I've got a system here. I control my system.
Yeah, of course, it's a bit...
You've got all these IT gurus there.
Yeah, we don't do this, and this is the final...
What do you mean? No, that's not satisfactory. That's just... that's an excuse. And on the bottom of the letter, to rub salt into the wounds, is saying if I'm not satisfied with the outcome of our investigation, Mr. Comyn's, to contact the Australian Financial Complaints Authority, which is approved by ASIC.
Yeah, correct.
Correct. Well, Mr. Comyn's ignored ASIC. I watched him in the witness box in the Royal Commission there when Rowena, what's her name? Rowena Orr, she was grilling him in the witness box. He ignored the ASIC's advice. And now he's telling me to go to ASIC approved. All I'm requesting is the passport to be reactivated, Francis. Yeah. And all these excuses, they're implausible.
Yeah. What the branch has said is correct, and I know it's frustrating.
No, even the branch disagreed with you. And Mr. Comyn seems to be a bit of a bully. He hasn't changed the culture at all. I'm just requesting the passbook be reactivated. It's not a big deal. You know, where there's a will, there's a way. Now, what's this is her name? Jennifer. What's it good? I'd just like to quote it to you. Yeah, credit card failings, Mr. Comyn's. Yes, it's a wonder. Lucky he didn't end up in jail for fraud. Goodness me. Goodness me. No, I just want to quote you the, what's the name? Has to look after your customers. I mean, what's wrong with this man? He's some control freak or something.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I just want to...
It is quite sad. Look, even I know a lot of customers that want to open up even a new book, even existing ones, even for cards, and it just doesn't allow. Look,
no, but it doesn't allow because Mr. Comyn doesn't stop. He's stopping it.
Yeah, and
They can look. That's a simple request. They can do it there on the spot.
yeah.
There's a simple request there, and Mr. You know, the excuses provided there are just implausible and discriminatory, to say the least. So you know, I want Mr. Comyn to write back, not just you.
Yeah, look,
You know, and I know he's always too busy out, you know, out at somewhere else. Whatever excuses, but this is affecting other people too.
yeah, look, I can tell you now he won't be replying back. That's what our team is for, with customer relations. But, you know, like your complaint is on file and it is...
On file, that means nothing. All I want is my passport reactivated.
Yeah, but it won't happen.
Yeah, but what's the reason why? You know, give me a proper reason. You haven't given me a proper reason.
Oh, it's on the letter, and it's the reason that's been provided to me.
Well,
It's
look-
guaranteed products. It's a product. Look, the bank can change its product any time. It can
It's
change.
not a product. It's my passbook. It's not a product. Look, even here, I'll I'll quote you. The 29th of April 2020, the CBA Executive General Manager, Everyday Banking, Kate Cruz. You know Kate Cruz? CROS. And I'll quote her direct. I'll directly quote the CBA Executive General Managers. Directly quote, we know passbooks are invaluable to some of our customers. Okay? And it's invaluable to me. I'm an older person. I want the hard copy. I don't know what I've got in the bank. Okay? I want the passbook there. And Mr. Comyn's to come up with all this, you know, nonsensical excuses. Can't have it. That's just, you know, it's misleading and it's misconduct. You know, what has Matt Comyn's learned from the Royal Commission? Nothing. He should be in jail. A lot of people are thinking that, and it's a wonder he isn't. Even a NAB CEO, Ken Henry, he resigned. So what's Matt Comyn's there, you know, giving people a hard time? Every time I go to the bank to withdraw money there, they question me. It's my own bank account. And they're questioning me, interrogating me, and don't want to give it to me. And it's at call account, and I'm getting no interest on it. So what business is it of the bank? None of their business. And then to have my bank book to be reactivated, you know, the reply that I've got from Mr. Comyn's via you, it's unsatisfactory. I want you to draw it to his attention now straight away, and I want my passbook reactivated. They're giving passbooks to kids at school. Mr. Comyn knows all about school kids' passbooks when he was being grilled in the Royal Commission. Fraud. fraud. He knows about that. So my request to have my passport reinstated is reasonable, and it's only fair. So do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, I definitely do, yeah.
Because I'm going to keep writing to Mr. Comyn, and I'll keep going to the bank. But you let Mr. Comyn know.
Yeah.
And I've recorded this conversation with you, okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
No, well, you probably recorded me too, so it doesn't matter.
No, because I've told you everything.
No, well, that's what you say, but, you know, people lie, you know. You got Russia ready to take over bloody Europe, and here you people are nitpicking over a bloody lousy passbook. The Commonwealth Bank got $1.6 trillion in assets. Mr. Comyn's, he's on 10 million plus a year that we know about, you know, and every time I go to the bank, I've been harassed, give me a hard time to get my money out, my own money, and then when I want my passport reactivated, a hard time again. You know, well, you don't treat your customers like that. You know, I'd like to meet this Mr. Comyn in person, because I saw him swear under oath in the Royal Commission, under oath, and he's lying. This man's lying, you know, and it's blatantly lying. All I want is the passport.
Yeah, okay.
So can you follow it up for me and just get it done? And then we can all move on, and Mr. Comyn can keep on going doing what he's doing.
Yeah, of course. Look, the complaint actually stops here. It's up to you. What's the next steps of what you would like to do?
Well, it hasn't stopped there. It hasn't stopped there.
Yeah, but that's the final answer. Like, I know that you want the passport to be reopened.
No, but the answer, have you got are you an ABN person? Gwyn Francis Margaret Ace Alo?
Yeah, no, why?
Yeah, well, I got it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you like, you like a ABN number? Do you really work for the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, or are you just a hired hitman?
So personal details I will not be discussing with you.
No, well, you've already confirmed that. Now, you know, it's not over. The letter I got from you, I addressed the letter to Mr. Comyn, not to you, and I made it very clear that the letter was personal to him, not to you.
Yeah, look, if you like, you're more than welcome to still continue to raising this concern and the issue.
Not to raising it, I just want my passport reactivated. You're playing with words here. You're playing in your letter. You're playing with words. You know, you're saying that.
Okay, George. George, I need to go because I do have to step in.
Yeah, I get the message, and
I will put a note on here that I've spoken with you.
you put a note on there. That's what you get paid for, and I don't believe you work for the bank. I think they just outsource you. You got your ABN number. And that's it. Because if you work for the bank, you would escalate the matter. Because I'm going to keep calling the bank's complaints hotline, and keep recording this, and then I'll just upload it on a YouTube channel. Because this has got to stop.
No worries, George.
Yeah. Okay. No worries.
I have a lovely weekend.
Yeah. You too. And
Take care.
you take care. Stay safe.
You too. Take care. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Matt Comyn. He's a little Hitler, or should I say a little Putin, dictator.